Welcome to Movie Story Short. We focus on bringing you quick, comprehensive movie summaries in just a few minutes. Today's video is about the movie Elevation, and we're diving into the heart of the film and its unique blend of drama, mystery, and inspiration. So, if you're ready, let's jump right in. The introduction to the main character. We meet Scott, a man who is quietly struggling with the weight of his past. Living in a small, somewhat isolated town, he has become somewhat of an enigma to those around him. Scott is a man defined by his struggles, especially after a personal tragedy that has left a permanent mark on him emotionally. He spends most of his days in seclusion, trying to come to terms with the life he once had and the person he has become. One day, while walking along a quiet road, Scott notices something unusual. A mysterious letter is waiting for him at his doorstep. This letter marks the beginning of a strange series of events that will push Scott's life in a completely new direction. The mysterious invitation. The letter is from a group of people who seem to know more about Scott than he's comfortable with. They claim to have a solution to his emotional and personal challenges, something that will help him elevate his life and move past his past trauma. Intrigue yet skeptical, Scott decides to investigate, feeling as though he has nothing left to lose. This decision leads him to meet a group of individuals who, in their own way, have overcome significant obstacles. Each member of this group has faced different kind of adversity, whether it's the loss of a loved one, betrayal, or some other kind of profound personal pain. Together, they make up a team of sorts, bound by the common goal of personal transformation. The group members introduce Scott to a concept that sounds almost too good to be true: the ability to break free from one's past and elevate to a new level of understanding and emotional freedom. They claim that it's possible to transcend the things that hold you back, whether it's grief, guilt, or something else. Scott listens intently, unsure whether he believes them, but something inside him stirs. A life-changing journey. As Scott immerses himself in this new world, he begins to feel something shift within him. The people around him are kind, empathetic, and seem genuinely invested in his transformation. For the first time in a long while, Scott feels a sense of belonging, something that had been missing from his life for years. With every passing day, the emotional weight of his past begins to lighten, and he starts to feel a sense of purpose returning to his life. However, as Scott's personal growth accelerates, he starts to notice strange occurrences happening around him. His perception of reality begins to warp in subtle ways. He begins to experience what can only be described as strange, unexplained phenomena. Flashes of insight, emotional surges, and physical sensations that seem out of place. These occurrences leave him feeling both exhilarated and terrified, unsure of what is real and what is simply a manifestation of his mind. Despite the disorienting nature of these experiences, Scott feels that he is on the verge of something monumental. His past trauma no longer feels as suffocating, and for the first time in years, he begins to find joy in the smallest of moments. The group that introduced him to this transformative journey continues to guide him, and Scott is beginning to see the world through a different lens. The emotional climax. As Scott's transformation deepens, the ultimate challenge arises. He must face the very thing that has been holding him back for years, his fear of letting go of his past. The group encourages him to confront this fear head-on and to embrace the unknown. Scott is hesitant, unsure if he's ready for such a drastic change, but he knows that this is the only way to fully embrace the life he now wants. In a pivotal moment, Scott confronts his past, confronting the painful memories that have haunted him for so long. With the support of the group, he works through his emotional barriers, allowing himself to release the guilt and sorrow that have defined his life for so many years. This moment of emotional release is both cathartic and liberating, and it marks the turning point in Scott's journey. After this confrontation, something extraordinary happens. Scott begins to experience a sense of freedom unlike anything he's ever felt before. The emotional weight that once dragged him down is gone, and he is left feeling lighter, more at peace with himself. His transformation is not just mental or emotional, it is physical as well. His posture changes, his demeanor shifts, and he radiates a newfound sense of confidence and inner strength. The resolution. In the final act of the film, Scott is faced with a decision: to fully embrace his transformation and the new life that has been opened up to him, or to revert back to his old ways, clinging to the safety of his past. After a period of reflection, Scott realizes that he can no longer live in the shadow of his former self. He chooses to move forward, accepting the challenges that come with this new path, knowing that the journey ahead will not be easy but will be worth it. The film ends on a hopeful note, with Scott stepping out into the world with a renewed sense of purpose. He has elevated himself beyond the pain of his past, and although there are still hurdles to overcome, he now knows that he has the strength to face whatever lies ahead. And here we end the film. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video.